frustrating, expensive, and time-consuming parts of our day. And I would know because I used to have a closet literally overflowing with hundreds of items, many of which I had spent money on and never even worn. Fortunately though, I have come to the realization that taking care of myself doesn't have to mean spending money on clothes or keeping up with current trends. Minimizing my clothes has completely simplified my life. And so today I want to show you all the clothes I own in hopes that it gives you permission to just like what you like instead of what's trending and get rid of the clutter that's causing you stress. Spending time and money on yourself, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but I do think that this retail therapy mentality is causing a lot of us more harm than good. All the clutter that we're buying is actually what's keeping us from that calm, cozy, comfortable life. Curating a small wardrobe filled with pieces that you love, that you are excited to get up in the morning and get dressed in every day is a tiny but practical and powerful way to take care of yourself every day. I talk about French women a lot on this channel, especially as it pertains to clothing and our wardrobes. Most homes in France don't even have closets. They instead have, antique armoires with maybe like space for 10 to 20 clothing items. I think this is really interesting because personal style isn't necessarily achieved by buying more. I think it happens naturally when you choose items that look good on you rather than someone else. There was a shift for me that happened in this process where I stopped wondering about what other people thought of me and started just enjoying my life more. Creating this simple wardrobe that is filled with pieces that lean towards quality over quantity is so liberating. For me, this looks like 3 tops, 2 or 3 dresses. Usually I have 3, but right now I only have 2. Some button-down shirts to make my tank tops warmer when I need them to be. Some good jean shorts. A pair of jeans. 1 good pair of overalls. I don't know why, but I love myself in overalls. A romper and a couple pairs of sweatpants and coordinating sweaters. A pair of warm, cozy socks. 3 swimsuits. And my everyday essential jewelry. I want to take a second to talk about one of my favorite ethical clothing brands, and that's the Wholesome Store. You've seen me wearing their outfits for a long time now, in every one of my wardrobe videos that I've ever made, actually. Favorite thing of all time, which you all know very well at this point. And I just love raising awareness for ethical clothing brands like this one. I'm so happy with the quality of these pieces. I can say from experience that they last for years. I will link all my favorites down below if you're interested, along with a promo code that they sent me. Use Madisun at checkout for 15% off your order. Again, all the info will be in the description. Thank you so much to the Wholesome Store for partnering with me on this video. And thank you guys for supporting ethical clothing brands. All right, back to the video. Before, when I would fill my closet with pieces that were cheap and ill-fitting, no matter how much I bought, I constantly felt like I didn't have anything to wear. And I think that's because at some point, much like the relationship that clutter has with us in the rest of our lives, the cheap stuff starts to crowd out the quality stuff. And it makes it hard for us to see the good that we already have. In past generations, people owned far fewer clothing items than we do today. Recently, my grandma was telling me that when she was my age, she would hand wash her boys' good school clothes, like their good school outfit, every night so that they could wear it again the next day. Can you even imagine doing that today? Rather than looking first to the mirror for how I feel in this item, like how I feel about myself in this item, how do I physically feel when I'm wearing this sweater, when I'm wearing this swimsuit, when I'm wearing these shoes? And then more than that, how happy does it make you to wear that same sweater that you thrifted years ago that's so high quality and you wear year after year after year? I think the point I'm trying to make here is that over the years I've learned that shopping and buying new things is just one way to add variety and fight that like bored, restless feeling that, comes up for all of us. But there's other ways to invite fun and variety and overcome boredom in our lives too. You can go for a walk, you can cook a delicious meal, watch a cooking show. Being overextended really steals away our lives, which is why I make these videos, just to give you permission to opt out, to validate that tiny voice in your head that's like, can we not? Picking out those basic core pieces and putting the rest away, even if the first step for you is just in a bin up at the top of your closet or in your garage and just trying it out. For me, it was one of the first steps to really slowing and simplifying my life. If you want to go deeper on this subject, I want to let you know about something that I have been working so hard on over the last few months, and that is my Wholehearted Course. I created this course because I realized there was a need for people to streamline the process and have more support in slowing and simplifying their lives. So I created this masterclass to help you do just that. And if you're working on your closet, I actually have a whole module in my course about creating your simplified wardrobe. Praying over this course that it does exactly what it's meant to do, which is give you rest, provide more space for you in your life, for more enjoyment, especially as we approach the new year. Thank you so much for watching. I love hearing from you in the comments. Take care. I got the idea for the title of this video from a channel that I really aspire to, and that is Malama Life. If you like my channel, I feel like you probably know about her channel. Her videos are beautiful and she's so artistic, and she does tons of videos about the same type of content, minimalism and slow living. So yeah, you guys ask all the time about channels that I really love and aspire to, and Malama Life is definitely one of them, so be sure to go check out her channel. I think you'll really like it.